I really respect you.
Oh, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Like, you know, we watched...
What's your real name, by the way? Yeah, I intend to be one of the few people with a video camera that's not an asshole.
Are you actually into this stuff, or...?
Yeah, it's interesting. I always like cartoons. I always like the evil bad guys, like the dragons that would like eat the good people and burn up townspeople, and that always
happy ending.
Yeah, so the happy ending to me. No, I was product of the '80s. I grew up living on Saturday mornings, and one of the things about the furry fandom that I find really lacking is too many of them don't know how to laugh themselves. I mean, for God's sake, we're grown men wandering around in animal costumes. You can't take that completely seriously, or else you're a douchebag.
And you gotta have
to laugh.
You gotta have some thick-skinned, you know.
Yeah, you have to.
I don't know how many people give into like trolls online and stuff like that. It's ridiculous.
Far too many. Far too many.
See, you finally got a hold of two.
Yeah, he helped us out a little bit.
At the bar.
I told him I'd buy you a drink, and he's been bitching up a storm, so.
Grab it off the table.
Hello.
We are filming things here.
Trying to be.
So can I ask you something personal?
Sure.
So, like, you know, when somebody steps in, you know, some organization steps in, he kind of makes fun of us, makes fun of you, makes fun of us, makes fun of him.
Or demonizes it. Yeah.
So how do you respond to something like that?
You know, back in the 50s when a lot of these people who are demonizing us were born reading Spider-Man and Superman comics was the fucking devil.
Yeah.
So, you know, they can kiss my ass. It's just
it's almost in your face. I mean, how do you respond with, you know, all your fans? How do you respond to something like that?
if somebody's actually up in my face and they're actually, I mean, they're
right, like, you know, they're
judging me.
How do you respond to something like that?
Usually with humor. I usually respond only as seriously as I take it. As it should be.
That's the best way to take it.
You know, I've had.
Otherwise, you're always going to be on the defense. And
I've had
that
people.
never
I've had
works.
reporters, and I've had, you know, come up to me on the radio, and they'll be like, "Okay, well, you know," at the shock jock station.
Yeah.
Like that.
Right.
They'll be like, well, you know, so tell us what it's, you know, being a freak and all, you know, so tell us what it's like to, you know, actually have sex with plushies. And my response to them is,
doesn't that piss you off though?
No.
It doesn't piss you off at all.
It doesn't piss me off at all.
Not at all.
Nope. What I say to them is, whoa, hey, well, you got it all wrong. We only do the plushie sex thing every other Thursday. You're missing the point here. There's a cycle here, and you know, if
Sunday we all get together and we all have brunch. You know.
Yeah, if you're to round into something positive that everyone can laugh at.
Well, it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger and every year, and then Bill O'Reilly will challenge it and talk about.
Bill O'Reilly's a joke.
You started when you were young, I imagine, right? Or
I've been doing it for about 11 years now.
Was it a struggle, like starting out? Like, how did you go from just doing like night shows to like just doing furry conventions altogether?
I just said yes. That was
what happened, like, you know, that made you stand out above everybody else?
You know, I don't know. I honestly, that's for other people to decide. I feel that I have a lot of opinions. I think people will listen to you more if you can make them laugh first. They'll listen to what you have to say.
Kind of like make you laugh, and they also make you laugh.
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Yeah, because if you can make them laugh, I mean, if you go right up to somebody and say, you know what, don't fuck because you believe, then they're going to shut up.
They're going to kill you. You ever had like a bad show that ever happened? Not like here, just anywhere in general.
Oh yeah. The worst gigs, the ones that I hate the most, and thank goodness I don't have to do them hardly anymore because I've gotten enough, you know, name now to where I can actually get, you know, bigger venues, but these soul-sucking gigs where they actually put you in the corner of a bar where nobody in there actually came to see a comedian.
Right.
They don't want to see a comedian.
Besides the whole furry crowd, have you ever done like stand-up mainstream besides the furry thing?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like, can you give me an example, please?
I've done universities, I've done comedy festivals, I do a lot of comedy clubs, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to get into more comedy festivals. Universities come up every now and then. I've performed, I've done 3 universities. Those are the shows, man. You want to get into this, go do the universities because they've got an entertainment budget that's far bigger than they need, but to hold on to it, they have to actually get rid of it.
Right.
So I show up at university and it's like, bam, $7K for an hour. And it's like,
are you serious, dude?
Yeah, oh yeah, cha-ching. Oh yeah, it's university's wonderful.
You know what? Like, what's the best thing that can make you happy?
Not to get all emotionally mushy or
No, that's what we want. That's what we want.
There was a show.
That's what we want.
I think it was an Anthrocon. I think it was maybe 2006 or 5.
That's what we want. Yeah.
And I was in the zone that night, and there was a lot of people. It was a good crowd, about 2,000 people watching me.
Right.
And my timing that night was, I could feel it was really going well. And by the end of the show, you know, I'd engineered these jokes, and I'd engineered the way that laughs should happen, and the pauses and the stops, and my timing was okay. And by the end of the night, it almost had felt like I conducted an orchestra.
Okay.
And
what happened?
a laugh orchestra.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was just a really beautiful feeling.
But what happened at the end?
Everyone laughed and cheered and clapped.
Yeah, everyone laughed, cheered, and stood up, and then I went upstairs and got drunk and fell asleep.
But in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. It was a good drunk. Yeah.
You know,
First hitters on the
that's
gun.
great. Just one thing that happened to you, that gave you the break, that made you change your mind, that made you think, you know what, maybe I can do this, maybe this can happen.
It's when MFF asked me to perform. They gave me my own stage, my own show. And I said yes. That show was, it wasn't the best, in fact it sucked. It was not the best show in the world, but I got enough laughs to give me confidence to say, you know what, I can improve. I know where I can get better with this, but I can do it. I can do this. Comedy really, pretty much is acting.
Yeah.
Comedy is it's like an hour, it's like Shakespeare, it's like an hour of monologue that you have to act out by yourself on stage.
Yeah, but,
Trust me, if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and I appreciate everything.
You too. Hello, YouTube. I'll see you there.